Live from the Bay Area's news station, this is KRON 4 News Weekend.
Well, if you ever thought about running a marathon but had no clue how to do it, well, Henry's next guest tells women how to go from the recliner to race day.
I think they're talking to me.
Actually, Dais and I used to have a lot in common. We both hated exercising. Now, we've gone in opposite directions. Dawn has written the book, The Non-Runner's Marathon Guide for Women. Get off your butt and on with your training. So don't get off your butt. Stay watching KRON 4 News Weekend. The Non-Runner's Marathon Guide for Women. Get off your butt and get on with your training. It's a book by Dawn Dais. She's touring the country trying to convince people that they should be more active in their lives, and in fact should even become marathon runners. Now, among the items that you want to have if you want to become a marathon runner, this is a quick shopping list if you want to get started.
There's a cute red T-shirt.
Yes. Red T-shirt.
Always look cute. Try to always look cute.
Shoes, obviously. You want to be
Shoes are the most important thing, because if you don't have good shoes, your whole body's going to pay the price.
A Walkman or an iPod or some kind of a music device.
Yes, because you think you have thoughts, a lot of thoughts, and then you get to like mile 2 and you don't have no more thoughts. You think out everything, you're just like, I got nothing, and I have 18 more miles to run, so music is a good thing.
Hats. You want to have a hat.
Well, they have these special aerodynamic running hats, and you look very,
good.
You run that fast.
Very cool as you run. Huh?
Yes, well, they have holes in them. Yeah, and I think they help you. They help your head breathe. But I don't know about your lungs.
Another essential item you say here is the water holder butt thingy.
Yes, I don't know what it's called, but I called it that. You clip it around here, and it holds your water in the back. And then
I've seen those things.
It's got a little pouch, and you can hold your keys.
And then, wait a minute, one more, Isabel. I'm sorry. I'll let you get in just a second here.
A bit.
No, I'm sorry. Don't chafe. Don't chafe. It's bad for us. Speaking of chafing, body glide.
Yes.
What is body glide?
The issue is that you're moving a lot of parts for a really long time, and those parts are rubbing against each other, and you're going to get a lot of rashes, and it's called chafing in different areas. And body glide is you just put it in all those parts that are rubbing together, and it kind of helps them glide.
Probably makes you look more buff, too.
It does. It's
I see. Shiny on the outside.
I don't know where you're putting your body glide, but okay, wherever you need to.
Well, I don't know if she's ever going to convince me to run a marathon, but bottom line is you started on the couch, right?
I did. When I told people I was doing this, it was, people, what? No. Are you kidding? You wouldn't even walk down to the mini mart.
So how come you had this sedentary life? You weren't an athlete, right?
I was an athlete, but I played sports which were competitive, and so I had something to go after and someone to try to side tackle. But with running, there's no one you're going after, and so it's really you're just moving for hours at a time. And so I had played sports growing up, but I had never really gotten into running because it's not very exciting.
Excuse me, Henry, I'm going to
keep going
tete-a-tete with her now. But, are you just talking, you really want people to get out and run and walk, or just any kind of athletic movement so that they become active?
The point is, for the marathon, it was about challenging myself more than anything. For me, getting off my butt and doing this marathon was a really big challenge. It was a fundraiser for the Stroke Association I did in the memory of my grandfather, and so people gave me money, and I figured I'd have to give it back if I stopped doing it, and it was a challenge. I had a beginning, middle, and end, and I had to get to that finish line, and I challenged myself to do it. And so I challenge people to challenge themselves, whatever that is. Get outside of your comfort zone and try something that you think is impossible, and you figure out a way to do it.
Why? I'm sorry, but, if you're healthy and if you're getting, enough exercise with your little schlepping around 20 minutes 3 times a week, why
30 minutes 5 times a week.
Or 40 minutes 2 times a week. Divided. Do you do that, by the way?
No.
But assuming that, unlike Isabel, you actually do that, what is the benefit of challenging yourself physically that way?
Because it's not just physical, it's mental. To me, running was about 5% physical and 95% mental, because after about mile 2, it's really mentally, if you decide you're going to do it, you're going to do it. If you think you can't do it, then you're not going to do it. And to me, I used all those things I learned mentally and have applied them in different parts of my life. So
it's all those success endorphins moving, right? That kind of the sense that I won.
I never got that runner's high.
Yeah,
I never got it. I got the runner's hangover, I called it, because I was like, But
you're still out selling this.
I am, because it changes your life. It changes the way you approach life. It changes the way you approach the things you want to do in life. Whatever it is, my whole life changed as a result, because I started taking on things that scared me, taking on things that seemed impossible, and then I figured out a way to make them possible.
All right, a tough question here. what's the most important single piece of advice you have for someone who's thinking about taking up marathon running or any sort of challenge like that?
Just get out there.
No, give us a practical piece of information. Come on.
Have someone else kick you off the couch.
Have someone do it with you. Because you need to be responsible with someone beside yourself that's going to call you and be like, are you there? Are you coming? You know, and you can, if it's just you're making a promise just to yourself, then you're going to break that promise because you're going to want to go to bed.
Author Dawn Dais, March 7th, 7 p.m., See Jane Run Athletic Store on College Avenue in Oakland. She'll be appearing there to give you some kick-in-the-butt advice on how to get going. And essentially, this book is it's part memoir, but it's also very much an advice book with all kinds of practical,
and I take it you're going to have that T-shirt for sale, because a lot of people are going to like getting that T-shirt.
Yes, get off your butt.
Yeah.
You can find it at dreaminmotion.net.
Thank you very much for joining us, and now we have to get off our butt. We have to get going.
Well, we're going to run on over to Marty.